Alright, so my aim is the end of the heads. I want to get through this place as quickly as possible. The end of the heads is out there. You see there's like a wave breaking? Yeah. That's the last piece of the heads. I want to get there as quickly as possible. So my aim is the end of the heads. I want to get through this place as quickly as possible. The end of the heads is out there. You see there's like a wave breaking? Yeah. That's the last piece of the heads. I want to get there as quickly as possible. So unfortunately I can't do any sightseeing. So this is the reef right here. You see? So in the olden days, they thought that once you pass these mountains, you're in the open ocean. We're still sitting in only 5 meters of water at the moment. So it's still quite shallow. You can't go where you want to. You still have to look at the lights, look at the swell, look at the lights, look at the swell.
Okay.
Okay, so here comes the big set now.
Are we out now?
No,
Not yet.
there's the end of it, it's right there.
Basically, where those this white waters are, if you line that up with a little point, the last drop that forms a line. As soon as you've crossed that, you're out in the Indian Ocean.
There's going to be a bit of a rhythm in the boat. This is the motion of the ocean. It's not going to be big, but the boat is going to go up and down in a rhythm. That's when we're in the ocean. So it's quite bumpy inside the heads. Out here it's quite smooth.
Now we're entering the Indian Ocean. If anyone wants to go up front now, take some pictures, you are more than welcome to.
Yeah, I'm going to slow down as well.
About 5 minutes?
Yeah.
We've got about 5 minutes out here, and we're going to turn around and get everyone back inside.
Yeah. So if you want to go to the front now, you are.
I'm safe.
It's only 1 out of 4 that we get a chance to go through the heads. So if you want to go through to the front now, you we are back at the Knysna Heads. So we're about to cross that line. I'm going to ask everybody to please take a seat again for me. Okay.
Are you still following the light again?
Same thing. So if you look to the front now, I got that pole right above the white flashing light. There's a very dim white light flashing. You got a pole above it. So that's your guide going through. So I should have those two actually in line once I get to this line outside where the heads is. Once I got them in line, I'll check what the heads is doing. I don't want swell going back. Swell coming out, not a problem. Going back, she will surf.
Which is very fun.
Which the crew loves. So I had to drop the sail now because she actually wants to sail forward, and that's what happened to most of the old sailing boats. When they got to the heads, the two mountains, if you have a close look, the one on the east side, the left hand side of the heads, is further out than the one on the right hand side. What happens is the wind actually bounces off the cliffs and changes direction, which means your boat wants to turn inside the heads without you turning the boat. Now I'm going to wait for this to go in and then I'm going to follow it. So my swell going through and they might break on that outer reef. So I'll actually wait for this to go in and I'll just follow it. So think about it this way. If you got a meter wave coming in, it's equal to a ton in weight. If you got a 3 meter wave going in, that's 3 tons pushing your boat. So if you got that little narrow channel there, it's trying to drive downhill, skates on, and there's a line you have to keep the whole time with the skates on. That's what this is. Right, so everything is good behind us. There goes the big one. Oh, lovely. Lovely, 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 lovely.
Those are the fun ones.
the swell is actually coming from the back left-hand side of the boat, which will try and push us into the channel the whole time. Right, so there comes another big set. So I'm going to give it a bit of stick here. Let us get through this place.
Small one.
So here's the thing. When you see on the horizon there's a little bit of a nip. The horizon should be a smooth blue line. When you see like a little nip, that is a wave coming your way. Moving at 35 knots, it will take about 15 seconds to reach here. So you have to decide, it's now or never, and you go. So I got those two lights lined up, and that wave should hit us once we inside.
Okay, one is picture, one is Kenya.
So you can see there's a little fishing boat here as well. He's not doing sightseeing through the heads. He's like full throttle getting through there as quickly as possible. Okay, so I just want to show you guys how those lights work. I'm going to slow down quickly. We got like 10 seconds before it's here. So look at the white light in the pole just above it. So the idea is you want to follow the white light. If the white light moves to the left of the pole, you go left. If it moves to the right, you go to the right. Easy. So I'm going to go to the right and look at that white light. You see how quick that was? 15 seconds and it's here. Okay, so this is the reef right here. It's not slow down. This is very special. Getting through this place is not every day, even for us. This is nice. Very nice. Alright, so now I can tell you a little bit about the heads. Alright, so the heads is one of two in the world. The other one is in Sydney, Australia. There's only two of these formations in the world. The one in Knysna is the worst reputation in the world. They call it the most dangerous. If you stick to the rules of the ocean in the heads, you're gonna flip your boat. You're gonna not make it through. So wave counting don't work here. Aiming for the wave don't work here. This place got its own set of rules. Number one rule: once you line the two lights up across this white rock here, you are committed. You have to go. So every boat got a certain threshold, which means every boat is designed to a specific specification that the ocean can hit that boat and it still keeps in shape. So this boat will flex at about 10 meters. So it will go up 10 meters, it will come down, and then she will do that without breaking. If you got 12 meters high falls, you don't have a boat. Okay, so here's the one thing that the heads actually show you when you can go out or not. It's not you get here, it looks flat and it's like, ooh, lovely, let's go. No. Okay, so I got 25 factors I have to look at before I can decide it's good to go. So I take this white rock here, look at the swell running at the bottom. So this is the normal swell that's coming in now. It's about half a meter to a meter, right? Okay, so that half a meter to a meter, because there's two reefs outside, you times it times 2. So you get 1 to 2 meter swell coming out. That's what we felt now going out. So you'll see the big set coming in and that will double. So the worst that can hit us is about 6 meters outside. That's what we saw now before we came in. That was 6 meters standing up. There's another one coming in. So the water line, very important when you get here. You calculate that, you see whether you can get out. And then also, you got this white rock here as you're coming in. So this is the white line, beacon. So if you look at the beacon, there's a little section there, like a little beach that goes in. So as you come here, you actually look at the beach and you count every time there's a bit of swell running in, and it's about 12 seconds every time it runs in. So for every 12 seconds you got a gap that you can actually make it up. For us, 12 is the least. Once it gets to 15, which means 15 seconds, there will be constantly waves the whole time for 15 seconds. 12 is our least. Once we get to 7 or 6, that's a perfect day. It's never a perfect day in days. So that's our sea rescue there. As you can see, they're looking towards the lagoon. They can't see the heads. So the sea rescue 1997, they put a couple of webcams in the heads so they can actually see the boats that's going on. But there's also, from here, our webcams is also broadcasted to Cape Town and also Port Elizabeth, so they can activate the sea rescue if it is too rough for them to go out. Then they can get out. Right, so here's the inside line. So you got a white beacon behind us, and you got a white pole there on the rocks on the other side. That's your inner line. You guys saw the line outside those two rocks? That's your inner line. So there's a good reason why there's two lines. This is one of the few places in the world where there's no insurance for boats under 100 tons. Of course, you can get a freak wave in about 3 seconds. Yeah. Alright guys, we're back in safe waters.